Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video about affirmations. I've been going through the worst time for the longest time, but during all of that difficulties, I've learned how to affirm myself and to celebrate myself. So I'm going to be talking about some affirmations that I do for myself that help me as a trans woman. Now, I'm fresh faced right now and I'm going to do some of my makeup. I usually do very low key makeup, but um, I'll explain why I do that. So, first thing I'm going to do is I love coloring my skin. I remember when I first started transitioning, makeup was like my shield. It protected me. When I would do my face, I would get my makeup done even just to do egg, even just to go buy eggs. And I'm being dead ass. I was never seen without any color or makeup on my face. And I think part of the reason for that is I really did use it as my armor. Now, in the beginning of my transition, I really wasn't on hormones. Girl, I was brick as fuck. I looked like Wesley Snipes when he was getting married in that dress. I had the muscles, I had all of that. People are afraid of me, and I'm being dead ass. But somehow, doing my makeup every day encouraged me to sort of push through. A lot of people, I think, have this idea that when you decide to transition, it's an act of rebellion, it's an act of trying to find attention, or it's even a mental illness. Can I be honest with you? When I was a little kid, I used to think I was a girl. I thought I was biologically born female. And everything that I did, I remember as soon as I could articulate, I would tell my parents I wanted to wear dresses, I wanted to play with Barbies. And it was weird because my dad, he desperately wanted a son, and I was the son he had. I didn't feel like that son. Now, after my dad passed away, my mom went through a depression. This is what I use for my hands. Sorbet. My mom went through a depression, right? And she didn't really care if I played with dolls and stuff, but she would never really get them for me. But the overall experience is that I knew that how I felt and what I believed that I was so different from what I biologically was. I was boy. I was, XY chromosome. I was the son that my father wanted to have. But my soul was so different. I think as we grow up as kids, we always want to make our parents happy. We want to be everything that they want us to be, and sometimes we can't. My father passed away, and my mom is pretty neglectful. She could not deal with my flamboyant self. So, how I got through it is I learned how to keep myself secret. I learned how to put on a mask. That mask got sweaty, it got tired, and I couldn't do it anymore. And I think by the time I was 13, I crashed out. And I needed a way to sort of heal myself. When you're born trans or whatever, you go through this like intrinsical cycle where you're taught to be one way, but your soul is another. And it's almost as though your spirit is cut into half, and you somehow have to reconcile those two parts. Yes, you are aware that you're born male or female, but you know that who you are is different from that. The fucked up part is that society, unfortunately, is going to remind you time and time again that you are what you were assigned at birth. You'll be shamed, you'll be bullied, and eventually you internalize those feelings. I remember how angry I was. I remember how much I tried to be the perfect boy. It didn't matter. I remember when I tried to be true to myself in transition, how I was ridiculed. And all I could hear were the criticism, the hatred, the bigotry, the bullying of my coworkers, college peers, lecturers, parents, family. It was almost as though there was no one outside of me that could help me. Cool, I went to therapy and whatever, and that helped. But can we be honest? Therapy is not like actually talking to somebody who is your friend. And I needed community. So I had to create that community within myself. But how do you do that? How do you become the very same thing that you wish others could give you? How do you give yourself that acceptance, that love, that understanding, that forgiveness that others couldn't give you? Girl, you know what I did? I took my ass to the library. I started listening to Louise Hay. I started listening to Wayne Dyer. I even listened to The Secret. And I got into tons of spirituality. But I think the greatest thing that I learned from all of these different practices, from Hare Krishna to Mormonism to the New Age to astrology to African ancestral beliefs, the one thing that I learned is that there is an intelligence inside of me. There is an intuition inside of me that is able to guide me and lead me. I'm connected to something greater than all of these ideologies. In fact, in order for me to survive this transgender journey, I need to find a concept of God, a concept of spirituality that is loving to me. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go through my life, my entire life, feeling as though I have to measure up. So, to cut it all short, what I started doing is I started doing affirmations. Now, in the beginning of the video, I talked about Louise Hay. And I encourage y'all to listen to her. Louise Hay had this technique that I try to do every day, and it's called mirror work. So mirror work is essentially you look at yourself in the eye, you do this, and you say, I love you. I love you. I am beautiful. You are beautiful. We are perfect as we stand, ever expanding into more. We are on the green, we are on the green growings of our own becoming. We are becoming the princesses, the kings, the warriors that nobody thought that we could be. Yes, people dislike us, but can I be honest? The greatest, the coolest, the most unique, the most incredible people were always different. And baby, you're beautiful. So, I just did my makeup. And, well, I probably need to do my lashes too. The reason I wanted to do my makeup like this is I wanted to make a point. I think so often, us as women, us as trans women, we have this fixation of doing makeup or presenting ourselves in a way that is so drastically different from ourselves. The basic you, baby, is sexy. The basic you is beautiful. The basic you is incredible. You are loved. You are encouraged. You are supported. And on this trans journey, you are a pioneer. So, girl, I want you to live. I want you to have joy. I want you to have excitement. And I want you to dance, girl, because you deserve it. I love you guys so much. Know that you're beautiful, perfect as you stand. You are that which you call God. You are another way that the universe is expressing itself in human form. And your family may not get it. Your friends may have left you. You may be in your deepest depression, feeling like you have no one. But know this, you have yourself. You have the whole universe rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, bitch. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You don't have to do more than what you think. As for our distractors, girl, it's just pretty punishment, like they said. Our presence irks them. Stand tall in who you are. You raise that. Girl, you raise your chin. Stay strong. Stay beautiful. And I can't wait to do makeup with you guys again. I love you.